Hello, everybody, and welcome to something entirely different here on the YouTube channel. It's a Let's Play of sorts, and it's Minecraft, and I've missed Minecraft, and I guess I should tell you that it's James, the guy who plays Minecraft on the stream, and with me is RebelliousUno. Hello, Uno.
Hello. Hello to all the YouTubers.
I'm so excited. So we took a big break from Minecraft for the summer, and now that the summer is over, we're going to play Minecraft again. But for the time being, we're going to play it in a pre-recorded state, which I think should be kind of exciting. So we're starting off this new series in Agrarian Skies 2, which is available on the Cursed Launcher. So you can go check that out if you like what you see and you want to play it yourself. But let's just dive right in. Uno, what kind of map is this? What are we doing?
So you may have noticed a slight difference to your regular map. There's nothing really around.
I see these little cool balls.
Yeah, they're kind of impossible, really. There's all these impossible objects kicking around.
Yeah.
It's a skyblock map.
Right. So Skyblock is a pretty famous mod pack. Sky Factory has been a pretty big one over the last year or so, but yep. Agrarian Skies is also right up there. So,
yes, Agrarian Skies. The first one was really popular for Minecraft 1.6, and this is Jaded Cat's Agrarian Skies 2.
Ooh, fancy!
And this is, unlike the first Skyblock, is a hardcore questing map, which means that we have a number of lives. And if we lose those lives, we're basically blacklisted from the server.
Oh, that's sad. It's our own server too. How mean of the server. So what you're saying is, if we die too much, the servers become sentient and kick us out and never let us back in.
That's exactly it.
That's actually a little concerning.
Well, I think it's better than, I think in single player it actually deletes your save.
Oh, that's cool. The robots are taking over. All right. So, I mean, this isn't where we start, though, right? Like, this has got to be the starting area.
Yeah. So we can start here and we'll build off from here.
Cool.
There are some towers, I think, that we can get to, but I think we'll figure these out as we start building.
All right, cool. So,
Start working through our quests.
Right. So let's take a look at our quests, actually, to start us off. And that would be in the quest book, hard mode.
Yep, so you should have a quest book for hardcore questing mode.
So there we go, Agrarian Skies 2, hardcore quest. Click here to start. You've reached this region either by assigned to it by your overlords, which I assume are the robots, or completing a previous region's rebuilding. There's still a lot to be done to repair the destruction of the old world. Whatever your reason for being here, the jaded one, the cute one, and the all-knowing one are happy you are here to take up the task of rebuilding our poor world. The three overlords will be joined in guiding you by other meddling watchers. Some will help you. Some just want to see you fail. Choose wisely what advice you follow. Not all paths have the best outcomes. The first step on your path: punch trees, get wood, avoid dragons. So, wow, they go really deep there, right? It's just like punch trees, get woods. Get wood is like the staple for all of Minecraft.
But avoid dragons.
Avoid dragons. It just gets, it's like punch a tree, get wood, and then all the way. I feel like avoid dragons should be step 1,000 if punch tree, get wood are 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean it's like punch tree, get wood, question mark, question mark, question mark. Avoid dragons.
Yeah. Don't get eaten. But I see a little click here to start. So
yep. So if you click here to start, you can see you open your book and find out how many lives you have.
I have 8 lives.
Information about quests.
And I have reputation. Wow.
Yeah. So there are different.
That's cool.
Factions in this that you can gain reputation with, gain and lose reputation. I don't actually know what that does. I'm sure we'll find out.
All right. Neat. There's so much. Wow. There's like light neutral, dark neutral, guild of adventurers, meta, and that's an acronym. Who knows what that stands for? Guild of farmers, guild of craftsmen, creepers home renovation, guild of mages, Guild of Hydraulics, Guild of CDO, I think that is, Guild of
Yeah, looks like-
Engineers. Wow. All right. You're currently not in a party. Should I be in a party?
Yeah, so I think that's the key thing that we want to get first, because otherwise we've got like separate sets of lives, so we can be in a party to complete quests together.
Oh, cool. So click here to open party window, I guess.
Yep.
Let's
so if
do
you
it.
want to create a party and then invite me to that party.
Oh my god, there's so much. What do we name the party? There's too much pressure here. I named it Butts. All right, we did it.
All right. Okay.
All right, so invite player. RebelliousUno. Invite. The username does not match a player on the server. All right. Does it count? Maybe it counts capitals?
Maybe.
Let's find out. Hey, there we go. You've been invited.
Okay. So in my window, I have party. You have one party invite.
Oh, exciting.
Oh, I've been invited to a party. Your invite, Butts.
Welcome to the butt party. All right, so life. So you can see right here, life setting is shared lives. So everyone puts their lives into a shared pool. If anyone dies, a life is removed from there. Everyone needs at least one life to be kept in the game. So if your death results in the party getting too few lives, you get banned. The other players can keep playing. And then reward settings is also shared, so the party receives one set of rewards when completing a quest. Anyone can claim the reward, but as soon as it is claimed, nobody else can claim it. And we'll talk about what you get for your rewards a little later.
So I like the shared rewards. That's a nice new addition.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so that's done then.
That's it.
So we created a party.
Click the party list, you can see the stats of our party.
Oh, so 0% done.
Yep.
Although it says players 1.
So
Butts, there it is.
Butts
Yeah. That's going to make me laugh for the entire series. 0% done, 2 players, we have 16 lives. That's exciting.
All right,
so now let's go back and let's look at some of these quests.
So I guess we want to learn to skyblock first.
I guess so. Wait, okay. So, okay, learn to skyblock. Let's click it. You may continue. You may be continuing a journey, or you may be starting out fresh. Either way, the series of tasks was hand selected to help you learn how to survive in the void. There's 1 quest in total, 1 unlock quest. They have not been completed, and 1 quest available for completion. So I won't read any of that. But let's look at it. Here we go. First steps. First type of quest is detection quest. To complete this type of quest, you need to have the item requested in your inventory. Unless otherwise stated, everything uses the Ord dictionary. A request for wood planks will accept any kind of wood. All right, so we need to get 1 piece of oaked wood. Wood, I guess oak wood. And for the reward, we get 8 apples and either a pick of tears or a pan of misfortune.
And we also get some reputation.
And we get reputation. We get +1 to light, Guild of Craftsmen, Guild of Farmers, and Guild of Adventurers. So that's exciting.
So I wonder if doing some quests will also reduce those reputations as well.
Yeah. All right, so can spawn like creepers spawn here? I'm scared. Like
I don't think anything can spawn here. Not while we're close enough. What I would suggest that we do is put some of the stuff in these chests.
Yeah, so if we fall off, we don't lose everything.
Yeah, I really not like to lose any of that dirt.
There's a couple books here. I don't know exactly what those are. Soul Chunk Claimer. I don't know what that is, but all right.
No.
All right.
Sure,
So
it'll come in.
I'm gonna take
question.
1 piece of dirt and 1 oak sapling.
Yeah, oak's gonna be best for us. I'm gonna plant one as well.
All right. So where should we plant these?
We want to plant somewhere.
Should we
You
plant
know, where we can collect the saplings? So maybe somewhere around this sort of area.
All right. I'll plant one there, and we'll go like this. And does this have the mod where if you twerk they grow?
I don't believe so.
Oh God.
Twerk.
Oh no, sticky keys. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh dear. All right. We do have bone meal though.
Yeah, I think bone mealing it is going to have to be the way forward. We've got plenty of bone meal,
Yeah,
though.
they start you off with a lot, so I guess let's just bone meal up this tree.
There we go.
There we go. All right. Wow. Our trees are almost identical. That's creepy. All right. Let's get wood.
Yay, punching wood.
We did it. We just earned the achievement. But that's not the actual achievement. That's the
That's
Minecraft.
not the quest.
Yeah. All right. Let's just do that. And we'll continue to punch wood. All right.
So hopefully we get some apples out of this, because food is going to be...
Food is good. So now if I open up my quest book...
Yep.
And there we go. It's done. 1 oak. So I can...
So there's some of the quests are multi-part quests. So this is a multi-part quest.
Which it is. So I need to go like this, and then we go, and then we can open up the book again. Oh, consume task too. What exactly? A task where player can hand an item or fluids. One can also use a quest delivery system to submit items and fluids.
So if you look, there's a manual submit button.
Yep. So just hit that.
Yep, should just be able to hit that.
We did it.
So there's an item called a quest reward system, quest delivery system, which I think we're probably going to find very, very soon.
All right, and then so now I need to pick whether or not we want the pick of tears or the pan of misfortune.
I think the pan is probably going to come in because we can use the pan to cook food.
Right. So we want the pan.
Think so.
All right, I'm gonna take the pan. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. There was a little music cue there.
Little plinky plonky.
Yeah, that was so cute. All right, I guess let's put some of this away now. And yeah, okay, replant those trees. All right, so now wait, is there?
So now, if we go back, you should see that we've got a few more quests that have opened up.
So many quests. So next one is, oh, look at this, Tinkers. Wow, they just want you to dive right into Tinkers, eh?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good start.
That's fair.
It's probably the best place to start with Ag Skies.
All right, so I guess, do we have a whole lot of wood here?
There's some more wood there.
There's some more wood there. All right, well, I'll let you start farming us some wood, and I guess I will take the wood that I already have and start making all of our tinker stuff, which require crafting table, which requires a crafting station. All right, and a whole lot of more. Like that. I won't use all those planks, and then let's put down our.
Oh, there we go. Those bigger trees.
Crafting station. So let's look up tinkers. And we need, there is everything. A tool station is the first thing we need, which is oh yeah, we need a whole bunch of blank patterns, don't we? All right, let's make a whole.
Which you should just be able to make. You don't need paper, and at least in this. So
No.
one of the things that happens in this pack is a lot of the recipes that you'll be used to from the regular mods are adjusted. Usually to make things harder for you.
All right, well, I'll make 8 blank patterns right now. That should be good. And then we need another crafting table, and then that, and then this. There we go. All right, we have our tool station. And then we need our I assume we need everything, right? So we need tool station,
so you need to
crafting-
make a pattern chest, a part builder, and a stencil table.
Yeah, part builder, stencil, pattern chest. All right, so next up is the part builder, which is just like that. So there's that. And then we need we need to make we do not have enough of that. Let's make a chest. There we go. And we do this, and we have that. And then I think the last thing we need is the stencil table, correct? Which is just this. There we go. that should be everything. Look at that, 100% all the way across. But it's another two-parter, which means we need to make some tools. We need to get make a flint
axe
head, which we can do because the folks were kind enough to start us off with some flint. I think for now, I'm not going to worry too much about where we're placing all of this stuff. As we go, we'll start building out sort of where everything is going to actually go. Which do we want connected to what again? I can never remember. Where do we want the pattern chest connected to?
You want the pattern chest to be connected to the part builder. Yes, the part builder.
Yeah. And then here's a stencil table, and boom. Yeah, there we go. All right. And then, all right, so now we need to make a piece of flint. Where is that? Over there. Beautiful. All right. And I have a blank pattern. So these can just hang out here. And it's an axe head pattern, right? Or that's what we need?
It is a flint axe head that we need.
All right, so we have the pattern. And then this can go here and here. And we have a flint axe head. And this
really should not be walking backwards on this place.
All right, and then we have, there we go, flint axe head. So now we're done this quest, which means we get 4 pieces of aluminum ore, which is pretty sweet, because that will allow us to start melting it down and making much better tools. And we have +2 to the Guild of Craftsmen. And we get to pick, do we want milk bottle or eggs? I mean, we just took a frying pan. It would seem rude not to take the eggs.
Yeah, I think eggs is probably what we pick. There's a chance to get chickens from that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We can start farming even more eggs. Although, I mean, doesn't that mean we have
cake?
Yeah. I mean,
But
yeah.
we need milk for cake.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll take the eggs.
Yeah.
All right.
This does have, one of the things that this does have is the food system in this is completely overhauled.
All right. So before we keep going on with the quests, do we want to talk really quickly about what mods, maybe some of the highlight mods, some of the big mods, some of the ones that we're sort of excited to dive into exist within this pack?
Yeah, sure. Let me have a look at the mod list.
And while he's looking at the mod list, I'll tell you a little bit more about the series. I guess for the time being, we're going to try to sort of record a bunch of episodes all at once, and then that way we can sort of bank them and release them. Ideally, I'd like to be releasing these things once a week, but I don't want to tie us down to that release schedule if for whatever reason we can't do it. But this is certainly something that I am going to endeavor to continue to make until we are sort of, done this mod pack, because I really do want to play it. And I thought this would be a fun way of doing it. So for the time being, expect these videos once a week. And if it doesn't happen, then don't panic. We'll get back to it. We'll keep playing Minecraft. It'll happen. But all right, let's talk about some of those mods.
All right, okay, so I'm going to work largely alphabetically down this list. So one of the big things in this pack is Applied Energistics 2, which we've played about with previously, and it's in this pack. And the quest book should give us a bit more guidance about how to build an AE system. Bibliocraft is in here, which is all about making furniture and making furniture out of different bits of wood, so you can make nice shelves and things like that. Big reactors for power, so that should later on get us some good power out of that. Blood Magic, Botania, both magic mods. What else have we got? Ender Tech, so this will be the tech part of Ender.io. A key couple of mods for Skyblock maps are Ex Nihilo and X asterisk, and they change how certain resources and things work, where you can hit cobblestone with hammers and things to get gravel and get chunks of iron from gravel, sifting gravel. So it's an incredibly useful thing when you don't have a great deal of land
Right.
to mine. Extra utilities is a standard one. What else we got? Hardcore questing mode, obviously. This is the big thing around this. Hunger overhaul. That changes how the hunger system works. So everything you know about food is not actually that way anymore.
Oh, that's exciting. I mean, change terrifies me, but I'm sure I'll be fine.
Tinker's Construct we know we've already got, but there's also some tweaks from Iguana's Tinker Tweaks. So that lets you do things like swapping out parts. So you can, if you've moved up from a wooden pickaxe head, you can move to an iron pickaxe head and work your way up. Top right-hand corner, you'll see Journey Map.
Yep.
Mine Factory Reloaded, which is another industry mod pack. Pam's Harvest Craft, which I really enjoy. That adds a huge amount of types of food and seeds that you can plant, so you can start making like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, various types of bread, fish sandwiches, cheeseburgers, things like that. I really enjoy Pam's Harvest Craft. What else we got? Redstone Arsenal. So we've got some thermal expansion stuff in here. So Redstone Arsenal is the tools for that. Simply Jetpacks, which is a simple jetpack mod. Thorncraft, which we've not had a good chance to play with properly, so I'm quite excited to get into some more Thorncraft. Tinker's Construct, Thermal Expansion, I've mentioned. And then another core one is Whaler, which is the thing that you'll see in the top middle of the screen.
Yep. Wait, what am I looking at? That's what it stands for, right?
Yes,
No.
What am I looking at?
Yeah, what am I looking at?
It is such a useful thing that I don't understand why it hasn't made it into vanilla Minecraft yet.
Yeah, it's kind of true, actually. So I made a crook. Is that a good thing to make? I don't even know.
Yeah, crooks are a good thing to make. They increase your chances of getting saplings.
Everybody likes saplings. All right, so that is a pretty impressive list of mods for a map where you literally start with, well, almost nothing, kind of.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of mods.
Yeah, it's like, here's all of this stuff that you can do, but BT dubs, there ain't anywhere to just go mining, right? I mean, there is. Wait, is there, I either I missed it or I was punching wood and didn't hear you say it. Can you go to other, like, are there realms that you can go to? Is like Deep Dark in this thing?
So the Deep Dark should be, because we've got extra utilities, but there's no Mistcraft.
Right.
The Nether will exist, but it is probably also a Skyblock type map.
Right. Yeah, I assumed there was a Nether. I was just curious if, because the Deep Dark is definitely, you know, something that's pretty sweet in a Skyblock map, because it allows you to get in there and, you know, have somewhere to actually set up a what's it called? You know, the thing that mines out a quarry. That's what I'm looking for. I can speak words. A quarry. To just get all sorts of stuff.
The portal to the Deep Dark exists, so
sweet.
That's a place we might end up going.
Yeah.
There might be something in the quest book around that anyway.
That's true. And speaking of which, let's quickly head back to the quest book. And so we've done that one, so that's exciting. That is complete. So next up is either Old MacDonald, or we could move to Mary Had a Little something. or we could move to strings attached. So by the looks of it, so we have oops, I just oh god, it's all
Everything's ruined.
open. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at Old MacDonald. Right click with crop sticks on any tilled land, sand, or whatever is needed to grow the crops. Oh, mycelium. I totally skipped over that word. To grow crops you're trying to farm. Once the crop sticks are placed, you can plant seeds, assuming all other requirements like light, water, nearby blocks are met. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. What else we got? Strings attached. Silkworm drops when leaves are crooked. Once you have a silkworm, grow a new tree and right-click the leaves with the silkworm to infest them. Wait until the leaves all turn white, then use the crook again to turn the white leaves into string.
So you've already done part of this because you've made a crook.
I've made a crook, but I didn't get any silkworms.
No, I also have no silkworms.
Yeah. I didn't... Okay, well, here, let's go back. Here's another tree. Let's punch this stupid tree down and see if we can get some silkworms. Because, yeah, I crooked a lot of leaves there, and I didn't get any silkworms.
Yeah, I'm going to make another crook as well.
Because that's just not good.
How they made. Yes, there we are.
All right, come on. I guess, what's the mod that allows you to just, like, mine a whole bunch of stuff at once?
Oh, I don't think we've got that one on. What's it called? I got a silkworm, by the way. I'm going to put this silkworm...
Yes, in that tree.
In that tree there.
So here we go. You guys can see it's infested now. And you can see it's ticking up, infesting at 7, 8, 9%. So slowly this will infest this entire tree. And then we can knock it down for a whole lot more silkworms, which is very exciting. And then what we actually need... Oh, we've actually got it. So we have the silkworm. So now we need one piece of string. So I do like this, the quest book that links us together. That's super nice. That's so cool.
Yeah, that we can do things together and...
All right, well, so while this tree is being infested, there was another quest that we could move on to, which is Mary Had a Little, which is a task where the player has to kill certain monsters, which is interesting. We need to kill 1 skeleton and 1 zombie.
So that's going to require us to actually spawn them, which means we need to build out. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to wait up a little bit here. We definitely need to sort of plan what exactly where things are going to go.
Yeah,
we have this lovely little starting area, but we're going to need to start branching out and building a home for us to live in.
We're going to want to think about cobble gen and stuff as well.
Yep. So you can see right here, this leaf is almost 100% infested, and you can also see that it's spread to this one, 32%, this one, 26%, and it just spread over to this one at 3%. So,
yeah, so now that we've got one, it should spread quite quickly.
Yeah, so this is now 100% infested. So that's kind of exciting. So the other one was the crop thing, right? And and we're a little ways away from crops. How do you is the way to get water in this with barrels? Collect rain?
From rainwater, yeah.
So should we make a couple barrels and set them out so when it does hopefully start raining, we can start getting some water?
Yep, that's a good call.
So I will make a couple barrels. Although, what exactly are they?
They're called oak. If you look at oak barrel.
Oak barrel. There they are. That's what we want. So we want these. So we actually need a couple oak slabs. So we'll do that. And I'll make 2 barrels to start with because that will be enough to make an infinite water source.
Yep. Actually, do you want to make a 3rd?
Yep, I can do that.
And the thing to do is put the 3rd one so that it's undercover.
Right. Oh.
Because we'll want it for composting.
Okay, there we go. I know how to. There we go. Okay, we got it. I got there. Everybody relax. It's okay. All right. So we want. Did you just put that block there so I can put this one underneath?
Yeah, if you put the barrel underneath that.
There we go. And we'll put another barrel. Let's just put these ones right here so they're a little out of the way. Gotta make things look.
For food, by the way.
I could definitely eat.
We
have
got
some apples. All right, I'm gonna eat a couple apples, I guess. All right. Well, that did something. All right. What is the rewards for this string again? We get a sheep. Ooh, that's kind of sweet. And we get some sugarcane seeds and some just regular seeds.
I think
we definitely want.
Yeah, the sheep is going to come in.
Should I start breaking some of these infested leaves, or should I wait?
Yeah, make sure they're 100%.
Yeah, I'll break. Yeah, I'll break this one. I break it with a crook, right? Or does it matter?
Yeah, break it with a crook.
What? I didn't get anything. What? I didn't get anything. Uh-oh. Should I be getting something? Oh, there we go.
You should end up with some string from it.
I got another silkworm, but I didn't get any... I'm going to put the silkworm right here so it can start. Aha! There we go. We got a piece of string.
Huzzah!
Excellent. So that means this is done. We want the seeds, right? Just regular seeds?
Yeah, I think we want regular seeds.
Over sugarcane?
Yeah, sugarcane is nice because you can do some interesting stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we just want regular seeds at the minute.
All right, so let's claim that. Oh, the music is just so nice. It's just like, it's so inviting. Whoa,
it's happy.
What do you do? What's with all this stuff?
So one of the things that you'll find because of Hunger Overhaul is it changes the activities that you do, how they affect your hunger. So jumping to get places takes up more hunger. So, so if you're jumping around all over the place and running, your hunger will wear out faster.
RebelliousUno with the tech. All right, so I'm gonna put a whole bunch of this stuff. Oh, I got some more books. We have that aluminum ore. I forgot about that. The string. I'll keep the sapling. I'll keep the crook. This whole thing can go down. I guess we want beds at some point, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Have we got any more trees up that we can infest yet?
No, it's just that one, unfortunately. So we have that one done. So that's exciting. That opens up a whole bunch of more stuff. Holy, look at all this. So we still have the Merryhead a little, which is killing mobs, which we're a little ways off of. We have the farming one, which I guess...
The farming one should be relatively easy to do. Crop sticks shouldn't be difficult.
But we need... So crop sticks... I don't see them. Is it all one word? What?
It's just called crops.
Crops. Oh, there they are. It's just 4 sticks put together.
Yeah, though we don't have any water.
Right. We need water, so it needs to rain first.
Yeah, but that does get us lettuce seeds and regular seeds.
Right. All right. Well, then I guess we'll have to wait to let it rain for the Old MacDonald one.
Yep.
Which means we can move on to relaxing, which is fishing, which we can't do it either because we need water. We need water for that. We have sifting, which is a task where a player has to craft a specific item, which is an oak sieve, which allows us a whole bunch of stuff. Like this is how we're going to start to get resources. This is how we're going to get, iron and tin and copper and all that sort of stuff by sifting through stone and dirt and gravel and sand and all that jazz. So that's probably something we want to work on. There's also resource grind, which is once you have sifted enough dirt, you will be able to make cobblestone. So we need to make some compost barrels.
You've done the first part of that, which is to make the compost barrels.
Yeah. So now what we need to do is we need to start putting saplings. Is that the best thing to compost at currently?
Yeah. It's all we've really got at the minute.
So I'm going to take, I guess it's 8 saplings.
8 saplings is a piece of dirt, yeah.
Yeah. So do we want to just make, we have 16 here. And we have a whole bunch of trees planted, so
I think we've got plenty out.
So I'm just going to go ahead and compost these 8 saplings. So there you go. So again, composting at 6%, and it's counting up, and this will turn into a piece of dirt. And for the time being, I guess we can make the oak sieve, because we're going to need that. And there it is right
There's
there.
more string here as well.
So for the oak sieve, we're going to need silk mesh, which requires 18 pieces of string. So I don't know if we have that, although we do have a fully infested tree.
Yep, I'm in the process of brooking it down.
Sweet. So we have 6 pieces of string right now. So we're getting there.
And we don't have any iron to make a...
Do we have any more silkworms? Do you have any of the silkworms on you?
Yeah, I've got a couple in my inventory.
Because we should probably infest this other tree.
There you go.
Sweet. So I will go ahead and... Did you throw me 2 or 3? There's another one. They're so tiny. Alright, we'll do this, and we'll infest the other side as well.
We don't want to infest all the trees, though, because we still need saplings.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll put the silkworm back in there, and did we get... How many more pieces of string did you end up getting?
I've got 15 here.
Alright, so that will be enough that we can make... Ooh, there's another one. Alright, so that will be enough that we can make our... yes, string.
Making it rain.
Making it rain string. We got 22 pieces. Alright, so we have lots of string, which is most excellent. So we need to make some oak wood and some sticks. And then we can go ahead and build... Oh, we need to make 2 of these, which is exactly how much we have. So that's perfect. And there we go. We have our sieve. So now, I can place the sieve right here for now, because why not? So you guys can see that there's now dirt in our oak barrel. And the next...
The one thing I like about Whaler is it tells you how much it is to compost it now.
Yeah, that's super nice. So, this is a resource. So what we need to do... So I'll show you guys, and this will be the last thing we do for this episode, and then we will see you next week. Here we go. Let's sieve our piece of dirt. You can see it's counting down. And we got 5 pieces of stone and some seeds. That seems really good.
Oh, sweet seeds.
That seems really good. So with these 5 pieces of stone, we should actually be able to make a piece of cobblestone. Which we can. So there we go. So I've crafted a piece of cobblestone. I'm going to click it. We have it. And that should... Yes, it's done. We did it. We got the resource grind. So we get a pig, and we get... Hey, look at that. Rainmaker.
Rainmaker.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Did you just claim it? Is that why? Okay, cool. I was like, oh god. No, that's cool. I just was scared. I was like, oh god, did we just break it?
I'll put the pig in the chest.
Oh, that's our frying pan. I was like, what is that on the ground?
Yeah, so you can use the frying pan to cook food.
That's cool. Do you need fire, though? I would assume so, right?
Yeah, so that's why I've got some wood.
Oh, that's exciting.
In fact, actually, sticks are the best fuel.
Oh, oh, okay, I see how this works. Okay, cool. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the first episode of... we don't actually have a name for this show at all. James Turner and RebelliousUno play Minecraft. Agrarian Skies 2 in Minecraft.
That seems a little bit unwieldy.
Well, we should have talked about a name for the episode or a name for the series before we started the first episode, I suppose. Maybe leave your comments below and let us know what we should call this thing. Because for now, I'm just going to use that name in the title sequence, and that's just going to be what you have to deal with. But make sure to leave a comment below. Tell us what you thought of the series, if you like it, what we could do differently. We won't listen to you, but, you know, you can just scream into the void that is YouTube comments, and I'm sure somebody somewhere will read them, and everybody will be happy. Hey, look, a tree just grew. That's exciting. Uno, thank you so much for hanging out this week. And
thank you very much.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys for the next episode.